Greetings to the most lovely of peoples. I bid thee the heartiest welcome to the Geek Cupboard. One's name is Penge, and today we are to take a peek at Austen Translation. Oh dear, I think that's quite enough of that. Thank you very much. Hello, lovely people. Welcome to the Geek Cupboard. I am Penge, and we are indeed today going to take a look at Austen Translation. I was trying to do a Jane Austen style sort of intro to that, but I don't know if it worked. I don't think it did work very well, but never mind, it's done now. So yes, Austen Translation is a satirical strategy game with an excellent pun, because Austen Translation is a very good pun. So yes, set in the kind of the world of Jane Austen, we are going to take on a heroine character, and our whole purpose, the whole purpose of the game, is to find ourselves a suitable man to marry and to fund our way. Because basically we women in Jane Austen's time had to get married to a rich man, or they couldn't simply do anything. So yes, we have to find ourselves a man. There are 5 women looking for a man, and there are 3 eligible bachelors. And yes, we have to secure the hand in marriage of one of them, or else we shall either grow up to be a crazy spinster, or we'll just die in a ditch or something somewhere. So yes, it's turn-based. There are 4 turns, and we answer little. So we do some little question-answer type things, if you like. We pick a sort of situation, and it increases or decreases stats to match those of our potential suitors. But we shall see more of that as we play. So what we're going to do now is we have to create a character. I do quite like this. So look, you get to create your person. So this is what they look like. Now I'm thinking a Jane Austen style sort of era character. I think the name Persephone, if I can spell it right, is a good name. I quite like the name of Persephone for that, so that's very good. We'll have her, this is skin colour, we'll have her sort of pale. She doesn't go out much, she doesn't go out a lot, that's fine. Right, then we get to pick her hair. This is her hairstyle. Now I'm thinking, hair like this, yeah, it's a bit sort of bland, and yeah, it's a bit old. But you know, maybe your grandma might have that hair, but and that's just a bit crazy. I'm thinking we go for something really extravagant, like that. If we're trying to catch someone's eye, we're trying to catch a potential suitor's eye, I think having crazy hair might be good. I like this hair. I like this, I don't know what hairstyle that is. Double loop hair or something? I don't know what that is. The double curl? I don't know. And yeah, hair colour, I think we go for that, because that looks very, very good. Because yeah, it goes well with the skin, actually. Sort of auburn hair and pale skin, that works. Then we get to pick our dress. Now, I'm not really up on my sort of Jane Austen era dress patterns, so I'm just going to kind of click that one, and is that what that is already? Oh, well, there we go. We'll stick with the bottom right one, and then we get to pick the colour. Purple, or that blue colour? I quite like purple. I quite like the purple with that. That goes quite well, so we'll pick that, and then we get to pick a little sort of attachment type thing that she's got round her neck, so a little sort of thing, a trinkety thing. So we can have a blue bow tie or a brooch or whatever. I did quite like the idea, if we can scroll down enough, a fountain pen. I quite like the idea of that, given that it's a Jane Austen sort of style game. A fountain pen is probably quite a good idea. So that looks quite cool, just sort of poking out there, and people might look at it and think, oh, she's all very clever. That's very good. Okay, so we'll pick that. So that's what we look like. And then we move on to our statistics. So this is where I'll try and explain this as best I can. It's easier to see in the game. So we have 3 sets of stats. We have wit, we have ruthlessness, and we have charm. And they always add up to 10. And our potential bachelors, well, our actual bachelors, they are bachelors. Our potential suitors are looking for a certain set of requirements, a certain set of these. So they might want wit 5, ruthlessness 2, and charm 4, for example. And so obviously we don't know at the time, we don't know what the stats are going to be. We then have a set of starting stats, and then we have to kind of play the game to adjust our stats accordingly. And also, if we're feeling malicious, we can go and affect other people's stats as well to make them less suitable, to make them less appealing to the other suitors. So given that we don't know what the other people want, what our bachelors want, it's probably more sensible to have something kind of in the middle. A sort of more middling role. There, that's quite good. So wit 2, ruthlessness 3, charm 5. And that means that we've got a bit of each, a little bit of each one. So if we do need to either increase a bit or lose a bit, because we might need to lose some. They might only want someone with a ruthlessness of 1. Then yeah, it's not too far. So if we had ruthlessness of 7, and one of the people we wanted to have ruthlessness sort of desire of 1, we'd have to work out very, 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 we'd have to do lots of hard work to get our ruthlessness level back down to 1. And then there is some, well, it's not complicated, but it's hard to describe without seeing it. But essentially, the difference in our statistics compared to the difference between oh God, right, maths with Penge. The difference between our statistics that we've got and the statistics that our bachelor, our intended bachelor, has produces a number, and that number is used to determine whether we end up marrying them or not. But we shall see as we play the game. I think it's a bit easier to explain when we actually play the game. So okay, let's save Persephone and let's go and start ourselves a new game. So a new match, we shall drop Persephone in. Yes, let's start. So the introduction. Your terrible, terrible dilemma or disaster awaits. Mrs. Benchley pauses her pitiful weeping to clutch her daughter's hands like a novice swimmer grasping a life ring. You girls really must get it out of your heads to be rejecting every offer of marriage extended. Every one. Why, you'll never get husbands, and then it shall surely be the streets and begging and ghastly and debasing prostitution night after night for us all, once your poor father has finally gasped his last. She paused, considering this prospect. Seize this final social season, my girls, these last 4 events as your chance to find a capacious wallet, a kind and capable man, to save us all. So yes, we basically just want someone to fund our way so we don't have to go and live on the streets and beg and do all of this other sort of nefarious stuff. So, okay. So here we go. Choose our eligible bachelor. So there are our stats, and we've got to pick someone. Now, unfortunately, this is actually not the best set of stats to show you really how this is going to work. I've played one go of this. I've had one sort of full playthrough of this. So we can see that Ernie Bertram, Mr. Bangley, and Parson Cummings are all people that we may wish to marry. However, we can only see Parson Cummings' stats, and he wants quite a high wit, but not much in the way of charm. And we've not got very much in the way of wit. We're going to have to absolutely just randomly pick one of these. So who do I like best? Ernie Bertram or Mr. Bangley? I quite like Mr. Bangley because he's got a cane and he's called a Mr. So I can't see his stats, but I don't think we'll be able to get up to that level there. I don't think we'll be able to get our wit from 2 to, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 8. I don't think we'll be able to get our wit from 2 to 8 in order to sort of match with Parson Cummings. So we're going to have to take a bit of a gamble and go for, I don't know, Mr. Bangley. Why not? So this is going to be absolutely random for the first bit until his stats start being revealed. Okay, chapter 1. A ghastly series of incidents, the polo match. There was nothing in the world that Mr. Bangley, that's our match, okay, like so much as a hard-fought polo match with its clatter of horses' hooves and the bracing chunk of the ball being well struck. Deep in his heart he felt quite strongly that the only proper material for a really first-rate polo ball, was leather-covered cork. Okie doke. It's not much to ask, really, he posited as he surveyed the sun-dappled field of play. Just a little respect for tradition. Okay, so he wants leather-covered cork ball. Okay, fine. Right you are. So here we go. Look, we're out at the polo field, and here are all the people. I think the order... good. I'm first. Okay, this is very good. So we have 4 chapters. So 4 goes, if you like. 4 turns. And we can do one of these things. And when we pick one, or when someone else picks one, it's then not available for the people further down the order of the turns. So, at the minute, we have no idea what Mr. Bangley wants from us. We have no idea. Not the faintest idea. So, obviously we can play these things to increase our wit and knock our rival's wit down. One rival plays last next round. At the minute, it's all completely random because I don't know what I'm aiming for. So why don't we just go for one of these? Why don't we just increase our wit to 3? That's a nice middling sort of value. You probably want wit 1 or something. We'll have to reduce it down next time round. But let's do that. So let's recite our Ode to Marco Polo, playing polo. Let's do that and just increase our wit by 1. So there we go. And that's our turn done. That's all we're doing for this turn. That is it. So there we go. And now Kitty gets a go. So Kitty is going to increase her charm by 1. Okie doke. That's a thing. She just happens to have a picture of a polo pony she painted. Augusta is then going to eavesdrop on a rival. So Kitty is after Parson Cummings. So she has had her sort of bachelor, if you like, revealed. Titania, that's a good name, gets +1 ruthlessness. Okie doke. And Sonia at the end there has affected Kitty's charm. She has absolutely eradicated any charm that Kitty had. Okay, now that's not going to be good because Kitty wanted Parson Cummings and he wanted a charm of 3. And she's just now achieved a charm of 0. Ooh. Okay. My stats must be good with him. Why, that's the ticket. You can practically hear the wedding bells already. So yes, I am doing well at matching with him. Even though I can't see what his stats are, I must be doing something kind of right. Okay. Chapter 2. Unseemly behaviour mars the art exhibition. Parson Cummings paused, a spoon of soft-boiled egg halfway to his mouth, and savoured the exquisite expectation of the beauty this afternoon might bring. He was quite convinced that the travelling art exhibition would bring a modicum of culture to this backwater county. Perhaps the artists have confined themselves to the only truly worthy subject for a painting, he dared to hope, as visions of equestrian sports danced in his head. Okie doke. So Parson Cummings likes horses. Right, okie doke, gotcha. So now we're in the art gallery, another sort of social situation type thingamajigger. Okay, we're all dropping in. So Sonia is first. She has reduced Kitty's wit down a little bit. So Kitty's wit has plummeted down by 2. Augusta is then... Oh, she's affecting Titania's ruthlessness. Okay, so she's brought that down by a point. Okay, oh yeah, by telling the too much interest in the classical nudes. Okay, Mr. Bangley, still no stats revealed. No stats revealed. However, I must be doing okay with him because it said on that previous screen that we were doing quite well. So how about I just go for that and I play first next round. You play first next round. Let's do that. Breeze through the exhibit, proclaiming it pure dreck. I don't know what that means, but okay. So if I do that, I get first pick next time out. So let's do that. The artist pompously labelled pure dreck as she zooms through the hall. Okay, so I've rushed through the art gallery. And now I get to actually go first. Oh, she's brought my wit down a point. She has knocked my wit down a point. You cowbag. That's a bit mean. And now Kitty can leave me well alone. Ah, and Kitty has brought Augusta's charm down a point. Okay. Right. And that's that done. That's that turn kind of finished. A stolen moment with her bachelor. Okay. What does that do again? Persephone and her bachelor just happen to be seated between two hard-of-hearing dowagers, so he seizes the chance to reveal his level of devotion to her. Oh dear, that's not very good at all. That is rubbish. That is very misleading from what the first sort of thing was, where I got sort of a hint as to how we might be getting on. 1 out of 4 hearts. Oh dear. Yeah, that's not good at all. Okay, right, let's try and sort that out. So now we get to choose our illegible bachelor again. Ah, and we can see Mr. Bangley wants somebody with a ruthlessness of 3, which is what I have. However, we can't see his other stats. Okay. Yeah, let's pick him again, because at least we match on that. He might be quite hard to get up to a wit of 5. Parson Cummings is way out. We've got no way of getting our wit up there with 1 turn left. So yeah, Mr. Bangley is probably our best chance at a match. Now, I am going first, aren't I? I'm going first for chapter 3. Oh no, we've got 2 chapters left, sorry, yeah. Choir practice heralds anything but harmony. The deep reverent hush of the empty chapel washed over Ernie Bertram like an undeserved benediction. I don't know what a benediction is. Choir practice would begin in just a few moments. With luck, the choir master will let me sing in my proper range, he dared to hope, since he considered himself quite the strongest bass in the village. Then he chided himself for a fool as a side door banged open to admit the tunelessly humming choir master himself. He's a bass singer. Okie dokie. Here we go. Background changes. We're in a church. Everyone pops in. Now I should be first then. Persephone's turn. I am first. Okay. Now I don't know what to do for this. I don't know what to do for the wit. Now I did lose a point of wit, didn't I? I lost a point of wit. And yeah, maybe that brought that down. So if I go for an extra point of wit, rewrite a popular hymn as a duet in praise of dog. Okie dokie. So I'm going to get a point of wit and someone else can get a point of wit as well. Oh, I don't know who else to give a point of wit to. I've no idea. Kitty? I don't know. It's potluck, that is, isn't it? It's purest potluck. Okay, let's do that. Let's give Kitty a point of wit. Witty Kitty. There you go, Kitty. Have some witty. There we go. So that's my turn done. Now I just have to wait and hope that nobody causes me damage to my my ruthlessness. She lost 1 ruthlessness and she lost 2 charm. Ouch. Titania has... Oh, took my wit down. Oh, I increased it specifically thinking he might want some wit and you've just reduced it down. Titania's got it in for me. I don't like her. Sonia loses wit. Kitty loses ruthlessness. I think we've got 1 person left, have we? Augusta's turn. Leave me alone, Augusta. Okay, she peers intently at a bachelor's open hymnals. Aha! So Ernie Bertram has got his heart set on Sonia. Okay, the couple to beat. Who is the couple to beat? Is it me? Is it me? No, it's not. Sonia and her bachelor seem to be getting on quite like a house on fire. A pity there's nothing to be done about that. Right, Sonia and spiky gingerhead guy, whoever that might be. Right, we need to do that. Revenge of the Dolts. What is this? I don't know what this bit is. I don't remember this from before. Oh, shocked face. Oh, faces all over the place. Okay, I don't know what that was. Okay. The plot twist. And here we go. There is a plot twist. People seem to tire of witty people saying witty things. Who can say exactly what it is that steers popular opinion one way or another? For example, who could have predicted the radical rejection of all things witty by good society this season? Perhaps it was one too many laboured puns, or one smarty-pants observation past the line. Maybe all that posturing and clever quipping just turned out to be too exhausting. One thing's for certain, wit is out of style. So now our bachelors are going to want less wit, or no wit, possibly. It might even plummet down to nothing. Mr. Bangley, yeah, their wit requirements have come down, haven't they, from Parson Cummings and Ernie Bertram. Mr. Bangley wants 3 ruthlessness and 3 charm. Could we bring our charm down? I think we have to stick with him. I don't think we can get anywhere near the other 2 guys. So yeah, let's go for Mr. Bangley again. There we go. A last-ditch opportunity. Indeed it is. You may be in last place, Persephone. Oh, but don't despair. Okay, I won't. Here's a chance for you to gain some much-needed ground. You had barely begun your morning constitutional when Mr. Bangley stepped out of the wood by the edge of the bath. It seems he had been waiting for your arrival. Oh, I see. Without a chaperone or sister or rival in sight, it's your chance of a bit of a private conversation. What would you like to do? Steer the conversation to a topic of interest to your bachelor, or choose to play hard to get and avoid conversation. Well, no, let's talk to him. Get him on a topic that he likes, and then he'll feel all important and macho and manly, and then he might like us a bit more. So, okay, let's do that. Being well aware of your bachelor's love of polo, you turn the conversation toward his favourite material used for balls. Now, what component did he say was best? Wasn't it leather-covered cork? I don't remember the other thing, so I assume it was leather-covered cork. I'm fairly certain that's right. My, what a clever girl! Your listening skills have shown your bachelor that you are paying attention, and you've demonstrated your social value. Your match with Mr. Bangley gets a bit of a boost. Okay, so we get +2. Right, okay, I think at the end of the game, we're going to get a +2 boost. So it'll work out the difference between my stats and his stats, and then it will give us a +2 increase. That's quite good. Oh, good. So it gave me a little sort of boost, given that I was last. It acknowledged that and said, hey, here you go. You need some help, you idiot. Okay. Persephone set her cap for Mr. Bangley. Kitty for Parson Cummings. Augusta for Parson Cummings. Sonia for Parson Cummings. Oh, so I'm the only one going for Mr. Bangley. Okay. That's good, I suppose. I suppose I haven't got any sort of challenges. Chapter 4. Unforeseen confusions at the fancy dress ball. Perhaps no society occasion was as fraught with delicious possibility as the annual fancy dress ball. Why, the romance of it all. The hidden identities, the covert meetings behind obliging potted palms. Augusta's head swam with charming possibilities. But of course, she cautioned herself while modelling a gilt mask before the mirror, it wouldn't do to lose one's head. Then she put on her mask again to become someone else entirely. Okay, so we are at the fancy dress ball. We are at the ball with Mr. Bangley and Ernie Bertram and Parson Cummings. Sonia is going first. So she's brought Kitty's wit down and added to her own ruthlessness. Okay, that probably wasn't the best move. Because you had a decent amount of ruthlessness. You've moved so further away, if anything. Right, we don't know what Mr. Bangley wants in terms of wit. We don't know. But if I can bring my charm down... I can't bring my charm down. I can't bring it down. That's not good. And I don't know what he wants for his wit. I genuinely don't know. So I don't want to increase my charm. I don't want to increase my charm. Marvel at how a mask emphasises a rival's beady eyes. -1 to any matches with that rival. So I could rival someone else. Sonia. She'd be going for Parson Cummings. -1 to any matches with that rival. What does that mean? Who do I pick a person for that? You win if best match has a difference of greater than 4 for announcing my embrace of the spinster lifestyle, or somebody loses their turn. So I could cause Augusta, Kitty, or Titania to lose their turn. Well, Augusta is going for Parson Cummings. Ooh, that could be quite good because she's not too far off his stats. Titania was going for Ernie Bertram. Oh, yeah, but she might be quite good as well. I might leave my stats as they are because I don't know what he wants for wit. So I'll just leave it as it is. I might cause Titania to miss her turn. Neglect to search for a rival during hide and seek. Okay, that's funny. She's so bad at hide and seek that a girl nods off while waiting to be found. Okay, so I'm making her miss her turn. So she can't alter her stats in any way, shape or form. Oh no! No, you've brought my ruthlessness down. You've changed my ruthlessness, so now I'm not as good a match. Oh, you scoundrels. Right, Kitty gets +2 charm. Sonia loses a point of charm. Sonia has absolutely no charm at all. Oh dear. Titania misses her turn. She falls asleep. Yep. And that's it. I think the game is up. I think we are done. Okay, right. This could be interesting then. Let's see what's happened. So, calculating the results. Epilogue, where the virtuous get exactly what they deserve. The village turns out to wish one lucky bride and a hapless expense account, groom-to-be, a very satisfactory life. But which one? They had best make haste. Soon the wailing of the girls, doomed to inevitable abject poverty, and the grief-stricken howls of the spurned bachelors will rise to such a fevered pitch that normal conversation will be impossible. Okay, here goes then. Who's going to propose to? Oh no! He's proposed to Augusta! Mr. Bangley, no! Oh, she loves another. He's angry and she's a bit sad. Oh my goodness. Oh, right. Augusta's very popular then. Parson Cummings proposes to Augusta. Okay, and Augusta accepts. Oh, I think we're going to be doomed. We're going to be doomed. Yeah, nobody proposed to us. Ernie Bertram proposes to Sonia. I bet she says yes, because they were from it. Oh, alas, she loves another. I thought they were the couple to beat. We're out here, look, all sad. Mr. Bangley remains a bachelor. Parson Cummings and Augusta are engaged. And Ernie Bertram remains a bachelor. Mr. Bangley looks very cross. He looks very cross about that. Are those wedding bells I hear? Yes, well, they're not for my wedding, are they? Because I'm going to be a crazy spinster. There you go. Persephone, Kitty, Sonia, Titania all fail to find a husband and die in humiliating poverty in a rat-infested hovel. Oh, deep joy. If only they'd had a chance, they might have gone on to become members of Parliament, or to make groundbreaking scientific discoveries, or perhaps even write literary classics which would be savoured and studied hundreds of years later. What can a woman alone accomplish in this cruel world, we ask you? Yes, indeed, Jane Austen never did anything at all. She was just rubbish. Okay, and there we go. Yeah, they've won. On a warm spring day, when even the birds seem to be tweeting their congratulations, the lucky bride and her pliable groom stood before the whole village and pledged their fiscal union. Oh, never mind. Augusta wins, and we are doomed to a life of them being dead. So here we go. This is kind of what I was trying to get over. So this is what she provided. So she provided 6 wit, 1 charm, and 2 whatever that is, ruthlessness, and he wanted 5, 3, and 3. So she had a difference of 4, which means that he chose her because she had the lowest sort of difference between his requirements and her stats. Now I got a +2 boost. With him. And I was still rubbish. Now, yeah, the knock to my wit wasn't good, was it? In fact, if they hadn't have taken that down, I would have won. Because he would have married me, and I would have had a difference of 3. Because I got my wit knocked down by 2, I think, didn't I, at one point? And my ruthlessness as well went down as well. So that's unfortunate. And I couldn't do anything about my charm. And then down here it just goes down. So they had a difference of 5. They had a difference of 6. And they had a difference of 7. And that's it. So Augusta has won. Oh, dearie me. Right, okay. I think we can do better than that. I think it's worth another shot. Okay, everyone, meet Bunty. This is Bunty, who's surely going to take a glorious victory. So yes, there we go. She looks cool. She's got this kind of hair, because I thought it might look fun. I don't know. And an amethyst thing to make herself look a bit more affluent. That's jolly good. And in terms of stats, let's go down that sort of middling route. So wit 3, ruthlessness 5, charm 2, absolutely. Let's give Bunty a little go and see if Bunty can achieve any kind of better success, more than Persephone, who is now dead in a ditch somewhere. Let's go down Bunty's route and see what Bunty can do. So there we go. There's the intro. We have to go and find ourselves a husband, and we've got Mr. Bangley. Again, did we have him before? Hank Crawfish, which is a great name, or the beautifully and fantastic named Mr. Dashing. Now, Mr. Bangley wants 3 ruthlessness, and we've got 5. Hank Crawfish wants an awful lot of wit. What's that? 6, and we've got 3. We could manage that, but it's the other stats. Or we could go for an absolute wild card in Mr. Dashing and just kind of wing it a bit. Yeah, that's difficult. We need to know more, really. It'd be useful if we had 1 stat for each person, just so we could make a bit more of an educated guess as to what's going on. But, okay, let's go down Mr. Dashing then. Let's try Mr. Or do we go down Mr. Bangley and reduce our ruthlessness down? We might be able to bring it down to 3. Yeah, right, let's try him for now anyway. Let's do Mr. Bangley and we'll just wait to see what else is going on. Chapter 1, wherein a rustic hayride goes badly wrong. Few occasions in country life compare to the rustic rough and tumble of a truly spirited hayride, or so Hank Crawfish had always maintained. He harboured quite strong feelings about the breed of draught horse used, and judged the carter quite harshly if he didn't use a Breton. Everyone knew they were the best. I do so hope I won't be bitterly disappointed, he brooded over his quickly cooling morning tea. Oh, you might want to get on the tea, Sonny. Get on the tea. No one wants a nice cold cup of tea. Okay, we're out and about, look. Hay bales, it's all very lovely. And these are our oppositions. We've got Kitty, Octavia, Helena and Augusta. Helena, whatever, has lost some charm. Okay, is it our go? Yes, it's our go. So what can we do? We can remove our ruthlessness. Can we do anything to bring our ruthlessness down? No, unfortunately not. Unfortunately, we cannot. We can increase it, which we don't want to do. We want to bring it down, if anything. Okay, we might have to wait to do that. We could bring our charm up. It's absolutely pot luck, isn't it? Or 1 rival plays last to next round. Should we do that? Should we make sure Kitty goes? She went first this time round. Let's make sure Kitty goes last next time round. Why not? The driver is assured he can proceed, even though a rival has yet to board. Oh, Bunty, you cow. I just left her behind. That's not very nice. Octavia increased charm. Augusta loses charm. Okie doke. Augusta's turn. What's she going to do? Oh, she's reduced my ruthlessness. Brilliant. Thank you very much. That is excellent. That is what I wanted. I sat on a needle in a haystack, but it affected my ruthlessness. Okay, that's brilliant. That's perfect. That's actually helped me a great deal. So very good. And just how did that go over? Good question. How did that go over? He smiles in shy approval of your last action. You can just feel the two of you growing closer. Oh, that could be good. Okay, chapter 2. Nothing goes quite to plan at the charity benefit. Of course, it was a worthy cause. Of that, Mr. Dashing was certain. And surely someone must step into the breach to help them. He was fond of telling anyone who would listen. Although, in the case of this evening's benefit, he wasn't quite sure who they were. But he was quite sure they were some of his favourite unfortunates. The congenitally frivolous, he barked triumphantly, having remembered the beneficiaries at last, startling his parlour maids. So we've got a charity event for the congenitally frivolous. Okie doke. Right, here we go. Now, yeah, we might have to remember that. Congenitally frivolous, because that might come up in one of the little sort of missiony bits that we had before. Right, Augusta has given herself ruthlessness and taken away Kitty's charm. Kitty now has absolutely no charm at all. It's me! Okay, what can we do? No more information on Mr. Bangley, I'm afraid, but Hank Crawfish's information has been a little bit more revealed. So what can we do? Can we knock our ruthlessness down any? No. 1 rival loses a point of charm. -2 to any matches with that bachelor. How does this work? That could be quite good if we can affect somebody. So -2 to any matches with that bachelor. So if we go pick that and then apply that to Mr. Dashing, everybody gets -2 to matches with him, which is a bad thing. I think that's how that works. Should we do that? Let's pick that and then go on Mr. Dashing, because I don't think we're going to pick him. You watch, he'll have the perfect stats. In fact, what about Hank Crawfish? Because I'm not going to be able to go for him because he's got too high charm and wit requirements. So I'm never going to be able to get to that. So if we go to Mr. Hank Crawfish, she recounts a bachelor's hard-hearted remark about the poor not trying. And now here's a negative modifier on him. So anyone trying to match with him is going to have to get a bit more. They're going to lose 2 points on that leaderboard that we saw at the end there, which is quite cool. Okay, that's good. That's good. We've done a little bit of sort of damage there. The simple-minded girl is tricked into believing charity benefit is a person. That was on me, but that's quite funny. Okay, and Kitty... Kitty's going first next time, I think. Yes, glued to the buffet table, plate in hand till food appears. I think that means that she goes first. A stolen moment with her bachelor. Oh, okay. Bunty and her bachelor just happen to be seated between 2 hard-of-hearing dowagers, so he seizes the chance to reveal his level of devotion to her. 2 hearts. Okay, so we're kind of halfway there. Need a little bit more work on that. Okie doke. Choose your bachelor. Oh, and he gets all his stats revealed, does he? Okie doke. Mr. Dashing has got 3 wit. We could go down that route, or shall we stick with Mr. Bangley? Mr. Bangley's okay. We've got 50% hearts with him, as it were, on that last screen. So yeah, we'll stick with you. Chapter 3, An Evening of Parlour Games. Yes, okay, here we go. An Evening of Parlour Games promised a bit of a release from the iron propriety of good society. Mr. Bangley's pulse raced in anticipation. Perhaps we might even play a stimulating game of bullet pudding. Okie doke. He posited to himself, for it was quite his favourite. He considered the chess piece in his hand, noting that his hand was trembling slightly, and placed it back onto the board in preparation for tonight's festivities. So that's Mr. Bangley. Bullet pudding. I must remember bullet pudding. Okay, and into the parlour we go. Did we have this on the last one? I can't remember. I'm getting the last one and the sort of trial run I did mixed up. Because, you know, all these things are kind of a bit samey. So she lost ruthlessness. Augusta lost some charm. It's my turn. My turn next. Again, no more information about Mr. Bangley. Nothing. He's fully sort of fleshed out. Hank Crawfish is full. We've got no idea. We genuinely don't know what he likes. So, do I get my wit up or my charm up? I don't know. Let's do that. Let's get my charm increased. That might be the absolute wrong thing to do, but without any other kind of idea, I don't know. Or we could. Random girl blamed -2 ruthlessness. Hide extra cards and playing pieces about the harbour. Oh, hang on a minute. They lose -2 ruthlessness. Is that what that means? They will lose 2. I think that's what that means. I don't lose 2. Random girl is blamed for hiding cards around the place and they lose ruthlessness? Or do I? No, I don't want that. I don't know what the -2 means. I don't know if that affects me. I'm not sure. Let's do that. Let's just go for +1 charm for me and, I don't know, Kitty, because she's got nothing. So let's give Kitty some charm. Why the heck not, eh? There we go. We've pushed our charm levels up a tiny little bit. I've no idea if that's what he wants or not. He might now absolutely despise me for being charming. He might not want that. She loses charm. She loses 2 wit. Ouch. Okay, Octavia, is she going to go back? Oh, no. She's put her wit back up a point and help Helena's wit go up. Okie doke. That's that. Helena has a go and she ups their ruthlessness. Okay, maybe, I wonder if they know that Mr. Dashing wants more ruthlessness. Otherwise, that's a bit weird. Okay, the couple to beat. The couple, come on, be us, be us, be us, be us, be us. It is! Bunty and her bachelor seem to be getting on quite like a house on fire. A pity there's nothing to be done about that. Oh, it's beautiful. Come on, we can take this win. We can take the win. Plain and not so simple. Okay, I don't know what's this bit doing. Oh, shocked face. Oh, face. Oh, another face. And then it goes away. I don't know what that is supposed to do, but okay. Right, and the plot twist is that charm is now not a thing. Okay, and we just increased our charm last time out. Brilliant. Oh, and it would be. Of course it would be. Him. Yeah, brilliant. So it's the one I've picked that we have no idea of the stats. Excellent. Okay, fine. We'll just pick you then. If we can drop our ruthlessness by a point, that's probably worth doing. Don't care about charm. Yeah, maybe we can drop our ruthlessness a point. Whatever. Let's try that, shall we? Okay, so I'm going for Bangley, Crawfish, Dashing, Crawfish, Crawfish. Ah, I'm the only one going for Mr. Bangley. Okay, interesting. Okay, right. Let's get on with the last one. The cricket match reveals a vindictive undercurrent when the crisp young men in their crisp cricket whites take the field, even those jaded of country squires cannot help but feel a stir of patriotic fervour. That may well explain my faint flush, Helena reasoned. It's merely a byproduct of regional pride. Much comforted, she kicked her fanning into high gear and stepped out onto the lawn just as the strapping village men took to the pitch. What is kicked her fanning into high gear? I don't know what that means. I'm not even going to hazard a guess. Good Lord. It's suddenly got very warm in here. Okay, so this is it. This is the last round. We're doing okay, it seems. But they're going to start... Yeah, we're over here. We need to lose a point of ruthlessness if we can. If someone could take that off us, that'd be absolutely excellent. That'd be lovely. An unscrupulous girl spreads a rumour that a rival doesn't care for cricket. Oh, Kitty's got a -1 modifier on her. Helena is... I don't know what she's doing. Boring a girl with her endless monologue on the ideal woods for bats. Oh, she's made someone miss a turn. She's made someone miss a turn. Is it me? The little cheater glues her team's bails to the wickets. Okay, so Kitty has lost some ruthlessness, was it? And Bunty... Oh, I do get a turn. I thought she'd made someone miss a turn. Okay, can we lose ruthlessness? No, we can't. We can't bring it down. Oh, that's just really irritating. So now we just have to completely guess. +2 wit, +2 charm. No one's going to be bothered about charm. +2 charm and rival that. +2 ruthlessness. 1 rival. I don't want to do +2 ruthlessness. I'm going to have to go for this by virtue of... I don't know. Or do I just go for +2 wit and just wing it? You win if the best match has a difference greater than 4. So, yeah. So, if it's 5 or more, then I win by being a spinster somehow, which is quite good. I might just have to do this. Quip that cricket has both an etymology and an entomology. I'm not entirely sure. Ah, okay. One is to do with insects and one's to do with words. Etymology is words. Is it an entomology is insects? Yes, okay. Let's do that. I've got no idea what he wants in terms of wit. I've no idea. He might want 2. He might want 6. I don't know. So let's just wing it. Let's just go for that. That might be a terrible mistake, but it also might be the exact right thing I need to do. So, okay, let's just do that. I toss off a smart remark about cricket's etymology and entomology. And that, I think, is it. So now we have to see how we get on. Okay, so game ends. What happens now? Stuff's been calculated. Okay, right, what's going on? He has proposed to Kitty. Hank Crawfish proposes to Kitty. And she accepts. Oh no, now we need the other guy to propose to us. Oh, okay. Mr. Dashing proposes to Bunty. Oh dear. Oh, Mr. Dashing, I didn't know. Oh, Mr. Dashing, I do apologise. And he, yes, right, okay. Mr. Bangley proposes to Bunty. Now, if there's 2 people getting married, so she accepts we've got 2 people, now it's the pairing with the lowest score that will actually determine the winner of the game. So Hank Crawfish and Kitty are engaged. Mr. Dashing remains a bachelor. And Mr. Bangley and Bunty are engaged. So now it just depends on our actual scores. Are those wedding bells I hear? Possibly. Or Helena, Octavia, Augusta all first find husband and die in poverty. Okay. Come on. Are we going to win? Are we going to win? Kitty's ending. Her breathless china pattern selecting is interrupted by her older sister. In all the excitement, Blandine's pathetic spinsterhood has been forgotten. What does this mean for the wedding? What? What? I didn't know what that meant. What does that mean? What does that mean? On a warm spring day, when even the birds seemed to be tweeting their congratulations, the lucky bride and her pliable groom stood before the whole village and pledged their fiscal union. Yes, I have married myself off to a rich man. Hooray! Bunty! Oh, Bunty. Well done, Bunty. You were awesome. That was close. That was very close. Oh, hang on. Hang on. I don't understand. They were first, but I won. I don't quite understand that. So I had stats of 4, 3, 4, and he wanted 3, 5, 3. So we had a difference of 4. Yeah, so 2 for the 2 for the charm, 1 for the wit, and 1 for the ruthlessness for a difference of 4. Maybe I won because they had negative sort of buffs on them. So they wanted 6, 1, 3, and 6, 2, 3. Wow. Okay, that must have been very close. So yeah, if they hadn't got those modifiers on them, if I hadn't have put that on him, she would have won. Kitty would have won. But no, I won. Now I don't quite understand why I won, but she's in number 1. But it did say Bunty wins. So yeah, I'm taking that. I'm absolutely taking that win, and I am running with it. I am running to... I can't remember his name already. I can't remember my husband's name. Mr. McGinty. I don't know what it was. Sir Roderick Winkleton's or something. I don't know, but there you go. I'm going to run away with him to somewhere far away and spend all his money. So there we go. That was Austen Translation. And yeah, that's quite fun. I quite like that. It's quite a sort of fun little sort of, well, as it says, it's a satirical strategy game. It's a bit silly. It's a bit tongue-in-cheek. But it's quite fun. Yeah, there's some good tactics to be had in there. And, you know, I'm sure you would develop more tactics as you played further. If I played a lot, I'd, you know, be able to sort of learn about different bits and bobs and what the best way is to do things. But yeah, that was good fun. I enjoyed that. That was nice. It was very good. And it looks lovely as well. I like the art style. That's quite good. And it's well written, all that kind of stuff. So, yes, if you're interested in it, there is a link to the Steam store page in the video description below. So, yeah, go and check that out if this looks like your thing. But we are very much done for now. I have secured myself a husband, for which I am delighted. And, yes, I shall go out and spend all his money. And I shall just, you know, sit about and be a lady of leisure, I think. Bunty shall indeed be a lady of leisure. And that is just splendid. It's the Jane Austen way, of course. It's the Jane Austen way. So hopefully you did enjoy this. If you did, please do leave a like. And also please do subscribe to keep up to date with stuff that we do like this in the Geek Cupboard. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard. And I will see you next time. They've ripped my arms off, ripped my legs off. I mean, you know, unfortunately they didn't rip anything else off. Yes, I'm off my face on mushrooms. Why, Lady Charlotte, I would certainly love to taste your cake. The King of the West is an idiot. I am off my face on mushrooms. I mean, asking me questions isn't going to be my strong point at the minute.